On International Women's Day now, the organization I Represent South Africa has launched a campaign which aims to protect women from gender-based violence. Now, one of the initiatives is a free self-defense class which starts tomorrow. For more on this, I'm joined in studio by the organizer spokesperson, Precious Mlebuka. Precious, thank you so much for joining us. What, firstly, is I Represent South Africa?
Thank you for having me. I'm very glad to be here. I Represent South Africa is a nation branding and building organization. So it's called I Represent South Africa because it speaks to the everyday South African person. It speaks to you and it speaks to me. So it speaks to the person who's selling amagwenya in the corner, to the lady who's running, a household of orphans, who's trying her best to build South Africa and those untold stories. Yeah. So we try to unravel untold stories and we bring them to light, through platforms such as ENCA and through the work that we do and our sponsors and our partners. Okay,
fantastic stuff. Let's talk about the training. Okay, this is training for women just in case something does happen. When did you start this initiative?
I started this initiative. In fact, I had the idea for a couple of years now, let's say from 2017, when we were faced with a rife amount of human trafficking, where we heard stories that young girls are gone missing and then the next day they're found on the river banks. Yeah. So since 2017, I've been thinking, what does a woman now do, to protect herself against an attack? So I decided I want to do self-defense classes, but where do I start?
This is you here doing the self-defense classes?
Yes, that is me.
That's you actually doing it right.
That's me.
What is this technique called? You said it's something from Israel?
Yes, it's called the Krav Maga. It's an Israeli technique, which is quite popular, actually. So Planet Fitness is providing us with, a fitness and a Krav Maga instructor to give these women free self-defense classes.
Okay, and what's been the uptake so far?
We've had quite a lot of interest, actually, not only in Johannesburg, but we've reached, across South Africa. We've had people in Cape Town showing interest, people living in homes. There's a home in Cape Town which houses women that are running away from, domestic violence. They're running away from their spouses. So they've asked us to also come through and help them out. And funny enough, we've also received, reach out from schools. So schools have said, can you please come and teach our grade 7 learners, our grade 8 learners, to protect themselves, because a lot of them are saying that they walk home and they're afraid of getting raped. So what does our little one do in order to aid the attack, and then, just to get that 3-second gap to be able to run, to somebody to get help or to be able to call for attention. Yeah,
now you've gone through that particular training, and I would assume that, when one gets attacked, the first thing that happens is you're most likely to freeze.
You are most likely to freeze, especially if it's unexpected, obviously. You're just walking home, you're not thinking about it. But if you have training and you're already always aware of your surroundings, because we know the kind of country that we live in right now. We've heard a lot of painful stories where somebody's just walking home and they're getting attacked. So, we urge women to focus on their surroundings, always be alert, always walk where there are people, where you can get help. But then that 3-second gap where you're afraid, take that time to think, look at your surroundings, look where you can run to, and then use the skills that we have embarked onto you and say, you know what, I'm defending myself, and run.
Okay, you're also providing, there's some psychologists who will also be available at the platform.
Yes. So we found it kind of, let's say, not to say pointless, but I feel it would be an injustice to women to say we're just going to teach you how to fight or defend yourself, but we're not speaking to the women that have already been through things. Yeah. Like being a rape victim myself, I've decided that it's not enough for me just to take classes, but I want to go out there and speak to somebody, let it out. So I've realized that there's quite a lot of women like me in South Africa that are afraid to come out and speak out and get help. But I'm saying this platform that I've created, will be able to give you the help. It's highly confidential.
Do you feel empowered personally that you have some of these skills?
Yes, I feel absolutely empowered. Don't try me.
I'm not going to. Thank you so much, Precious.
Yeah.
So people can get in touch with you. It's I Represent South Africa. They just Google it and get in touch.
Yes, they can Google our website. They can go on www.irepza.co.za, or they can visit the Planet Fitness website, or they can also visit Mlebuka Capital, which is one of our sponsors. Yeah. So, yeah. they'll be able to get information on us.
Fantastic initiative. Precious Mlebuka from I Represent South Africa, the spokesperson, going out and training people, women, for free.